One. Facebook is loading and we are live. What is going on? Happy Wednesday, Dispatch Masters, my trucking family. What is going on, Facebook? Brianna Cobb here with another live stream. Today I have joining me Latanya White. She is the owner, the CEO of Systematic Dispatching, and I cannot wait to introduce you guys to her. Latanya, if you don't mind, start by telling everyone who you are, why you got into this industry, and who you serve. What do you do for your clients?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. And first of all, I want to say big ups, big thanks to Dispatch Master, Scalamatics. You all are phenomenal. It's because of you all I have landed in a sweet spot that I'm, very happy about. Again, I am Latanya White. My background is more corporate America. I started out in the IT industry where the development side of it moved on to the system analysis, the whole gamut of all IT incorporated, the deep south of it, where you're basically looking at from the background, exit old binary hex, then to data science. So that's a lot of my background. Also includes a little bit of leadership, management. I was in executive leadership. So I have a lot of experience banking, um, public health, all of it, you name it. I have that experience in it. However, as like with anybody else, you start to get kind of burnt out with it. Have your pros and your cons with it, and I wanted to try something different. Me helping out a lot of my family members in situations was a blessing. Started off, being honest, starting off it became a headache. Trying to help out, just trying to figure out what to do, how to do. A lot of my family members, without saying names, but being truthful, a lot of my family members was, kind of tied up in the system. So they had a little challenges, which prevented them to actually go get jobs like, in corporate America or anything. So because of that, I started to, just help them out. By helping them out, I started to see, the freight industry, the supply chain, transportation. That was, where it was more open. And this is where the opportunities are at. This is where those that feel like they can't find anywhere to go, how to go, this was where they could go. So I started kind of freeballing it. I started just trying to, hey, let me help you get an MC. Let me figure out what an MC is. So I started doing those things. During this here time, I was, trial and error, just like with anybody else. So that's when I found my mentors. And then I want to add this here new quote, if I may, that I learned from one of
Yes.
my mentors named Khalid. So what he did was he had me with a video, and one of the things I took away from the video in one of his courses was that any good mentor has a mentor. Any good coach has a coach. So it was because of him and continuation of him being him through the program Dispatch Master, Scalamatic, through him and his packages that he offered. I started to learn that what I was doing was not wrong, but what I was doing just needed a little bit of modeling, a little bit of processes put behind it, and then you came along and became an awesome as well mentor, to both not only me, because my business is a family business. It's something that I'm creating generational wealth to give to my son.
Yes.
And it took us up under your arms from the dispatching side to say, you know what, wait a minute, Latanya, I see what you're trying to do. I see where you're going, and you're not wrong. You're not off. But let me give you some of those ground basics. Why you actually doing it, what this is, and just so everybody would know. Because I know I'm swinging off the question a little bit, but I want to incorporate it back
Okay.
so everybody could understand. It's about. I want to talk about my business and about myself, but I also want to make sure that I tell them how you all came in to kind of help me to formulate what I'm doing. It was a matter of, not only was I learning, by MCs and all these different things, but you all put in place the foundations, the baseline as, Tanya, do you know what a dry van is? Tanya, do you know what a tanker is? Tanya, do you understand compliances? Do you understand, the basis of routes, time management? Do you understand that you don't necessarily have to do cold calls? That's not the answer to it. It's other ways you can do it. Do you understand, Tanya? It's different things you need to ask. You all were the first ones to actually say, hey, let me put you on a live call with a broker. Hey, let me help
Yes.
you do some of this dispatching. So
Yes.
those are the things that help me. And then Khalid came with the formula, the whole recipe of, you know what, now that you're getting this, let's together go through this, walk through this. Let's formulate a business model. Let's make this here make sense. Let's make this scalable. Let's make this here measurable. Let's bring value. So because of you all helping and bringing all those pieces together, it has allowed me to have successful business in my consulting business. It helped me to rebrand. So now I'm able to offer services of, more or less, let me help you to do it. I would tell anybody, if you come to me, I'm still going to tell you at the end of the day, Dispatch Masters is where you want to actually as well go. What I'm doing, what I'm consulting in, and helping you all, and my audience is, again, anybody who's in the shoe, who walk my shoes. This is the services I'm offering, but I'm only offering this because I was able to obtain it from Dispatch Masters. Is how I was able to obtain it. So again, it's just a matter of putting skill set together. So again, my services incorporate me being able to take my life story of leaving corporate America, putting it to use in the logistics area, the supply chain management, utilizing this, but having help from Dispatch Masters to say, okay, we're going to help you to formulate this and be successful. You all are unlike anybody else. So I know you can go on TikTok, you can go to YouTube, you can go anywhere. But what made you all so different was just the fact that you all genuinely care. It's not about money.
Yes, no,
Because it's
no.
many times, I don't think we have enough time, and I'm gonna preserve the time, but you all have taken y'all time out to just get on and say, hey, Latonya, y'all bringing on all these here clients. I'm gonna jump on and I'm gonna help you dispatch. Or Khalid be like, hey, I know you stuck in this contract. Let me help give you some wording for this, or let me help you with this. So again, it's a teamwork. I'm successful because you all helped me to be successful.
I got about to cry. That is so sweet. Thank
It's the
you.
truth.
Oh
It
my
is
gosh,
the
thank
truth.
you. And I love hearing about your backstory. I love hearing about your vision, your motivation to get into the industry. I have a uncle, he's coming home in November, and we got his CDL scholarship already lined up. So I'm right there with you when it comes to that.
Absolutely.
But I love hearing about your corporate background as well. So anything software development, IT, systems and securities, it's amazing that you have that knowledge. Because me and Clay were just talking about this. A lot of trucking companies are still in the stone age. They're still
Yes.
doing paper logs. They're still doing cold calls, like you said.
Mhm.
So having just that systematic skill, whether it be systems, TMS, CRM, whatever data organization that they need to understand their margins better, I love that's where you can come in as a natural leader. This is something that you do on a day-to-day. You have no issue, taking on tasks like that. So that is beautiful. That is beautiful. And I know, so you are in the 12-week program, you and your son, KJ. I
Yes.
know we're about at, I think maybe at week 9 or 10, but you've already explained to everyone a lot of the things that we've done throughout that time.
Absolutely.
And as you said, you have Calais and I for life. It's a 12-week program, but we're here to help you no matter where you're at in the industry,
And
in
you
your
do.
business, whether you want to pivot out of trucking and do something else, we are here to help you succeed. Before you got into the program, though, what were some of your biggest hurdles? What were some of your biggest struggles? What made you want to reach out to us in the first place? And if you don't mind me asking, what were you experiencing? Why did you decide to work with us?
Excellent question. Excellent. So what I was, it was chaotic. Let's be honest. It was chaotic because I was getting into it. And, the great thing about it is business is what brought me into it. So it was helping family members, those. And what I found was that I was scattered because
Yeah.
I was actually in survival mode. It's like, oh, okay, I got to get him home. I got to do this. I got to make sure he's comfortable. So you know what? Let me go Google this. And again, I just want to let everybody know that's one of the things, do not get caught up in the whole TikTok and all that, because
Yeah.
keep in mind, everybody, that is 60 seconds, 30 seconds of trying to tell you how to do this. And that's not the real thing. It's so far from that. So I got caught up in that web. So I started trying to Google this, making mistakes here. And one of the things that really started to lean me more towards you all was just my mistakes started to become big. I did not realize it's those small things, by not knowing what you all teach, which are those basics. By me not knowing it, I was finding myself in situations where I was potentially double brokering. I was brokering when I shouldn't have been brokering. It's those little things where we think It's like, oh, it's okay because it follows the rules, but it's a fine line between okay, you're trying to dispatch, but you're trying to broker, but you also got regulations, you also got compliance issues. So it's those things. So once I start finding myself drowning and drowning again, we're hurting the owner operators. Again, your business can keep going, whether you're a broker, dispatch, your business can keep going, but you're actually hurting the owner operators because you're using their MC, which is like their driver license, like their social security card. We're using that and we're causing friction on that. So once I started seeing that, oh my goodness, I thought I could just call this and I could thought I do, not knowing that RMIS and all, I'm flagging them. I'm learning that, oh my God, this is a problem. That's when I started seeing that I'm drowning. So what I did was I started, getting on Facebook, trying to ask questions, getting in all these groups. Nobody answered me. And the ones that did answer me gave me, again, they pointed me back in the wrong direction. So luckily, I kept doing it. And it was Khalid who actually was like, hey, hold on. Let me help you because it seems like this is something that I can help you with. What really sold me was just the fact that the care and he asked the crucial question is, what could I help you with? And it wasn't, what could I help you with? Here's the price tag of my package. It wasn't if I help you, matter of fact, it was more me pushing it to say, hey, thank you for helping me. Well, how much? What do I need to do? And he was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I would love to help you, but hold on, let's get so that's what brought me to you all. It was just you all were open. It was open and it was never a push. And again, you gave information. You all repeatedly and consistently give away free gems.
Yes.
I'm Facebook Live. Facebook Live. If you all don't listen to nothing else, every time they do a live, every time they send something, every time they take it, take it, take it, because they're giving you gems that I promise you, and I want them to challenge me, and then send it to me in the Facebook. I challenge everybody. I promise you, you ask some of these questions or take what they're giving you, somebody else is going to charge you. I promise you they're going to charge you, but they give away information.
I love
So
that.
that's what brought me to you all was
I
just
love that.
yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing your transformation, to where you were 12 weeks ago to where you are now. Let's dive into that a little bit deeper. Me and you, we speak pretty often,
Yes.
KJ and Calais as well. And I
Yes.
always hear you guys' experience on a day-to-day basis. If you don't mind, share maybe your top 3 or your top 2 wins with the group. What are some things that have happened over the past 10, 12 weeks that have blown your mind, that have exposed you to new experiences, that have left you befuddled? It could be a win, not just monetary, but experience wise, knowledge
Oh,
wise.
absolutely. Man, I'm trying to figure out where to go because here's the most amazing thing that to this day that blows my mind. I started off, I want to say it wasn't even, it's maybe 2 weeks into it. And then
Yeah.
all of a sudden I started getting, okay, here's a hot shot. And it's like, okay, here's a box truck. And it's like, wait a minute, whoa. And then so what blew my mind was you all offered a program and just based off the basic information you all give me, I made wins. I'm talking about within a 2 month
Yes.
time frame. I started getting clients, learning the ins and with your experience. Oh my God. Even from the hot shots, it's like,
Yeah.
I started applying what I was learning. I started taking the videos and learning. And the next thing you know, within 2 weeks, I'm here. I got this truck coming. I got this equipment type coming, and then also, me and you together, we had, a couple of, situations where some would look at it's a mindset, and again, Khalid, my other mentor, what he told me is you got to keep a positive mindset because I got frustrated. One of our owner operators, I was not a match. And again, it's like I had to learn every carrier is not for you. You're not for every owner operator. So it's not a
Yes.
wrong, right thing. It's just a matter of finding that chemistry.
Yes.
And one of the things that I took away that I learned that still is so great was, we were able to get with a couple of owner operators that we found that through a lot of the things we learned from each other, it wasn't necessarily to say a win, like everything happened. It's the reality. It's being accountable. It's being truthful. What I did learn out of it and I took away from it is I learned how to put myself in the shoes of a carrier, owner operator. I learned how to sit in that seat and drive that drive
Yes.
van, drive that hot shot. I
Yes.
was able to do that. So what I take away in my biggest win is the immediate business and the lesson learns out of it. Those are the two big ones that to this day blow in my mind. Right now, my success is I'm doing fleet management. Who would have thought I would have came in, dispatching just one and then opening my mind and my mindset. Now I'm working on 3 fleet management. So at the end of the day, again, it can come true. It actually comes.
Yes. It will come true. It will
Yes.
come true. I'm saying it for you right now. I love that. I love that. So dispatcher was really just the gateway because you just shared this news with me too, right before we hopped
Yep.
on. I know we'll talk about it later on tonight, if not tonight, tomorrow. But how did you get these fleet management clients? Is this something you're open to doing? What is the future look like for Latanya and Systematic?
Yes. It's something that I'm definitely gonna take on. I'm enjoying it. Naturally, I'll start to recruit a bigger team. So for those that's out there, I'm getting all the messages of am I hiring and what have you. I do get this. Me and Khalid gonna work on all of that. As we start to be, like he's always telling me, we need to make this scalable. We need to
Yes.
put all the parts together, have a process in place. So definitely, I'm going to do that. But again, it's the word of mouth. I've learned once you actually are honest, once you actually are accountable, once you show integrity, that's the only thing these owner operators, this is the only thing they're asking. They're asking, hey, be honest with me. Tell me the truth. Again, sit in my seat and understand. It's not just a dispatch. Dispatch, and again, is nothing against dispatch because that's what got me started. But dispatching is the foundation. You can
Yes.
take this wherever you want to go. It's like being a cook in McDonald's. The goal is not to stay in McDonald's and flip the burgers for some, but it's the hey, I got the basics. Now I got the tools that I need to grow further to do more. So fleet management for me, it started with word of mouth. I had one owner operator who told me his desires. I listened to him. I applied what I heard, and I started with it. And next thing you know, he started buying the fleets, the different vehicles, and we went from there. So my fleet now that I have a fleet of hot shots. I have a fleet of box trucks. I have another one that's coming up with some dry vans. So again, it's just a matter of just the word of mouth and its reputation. It's again
Yes.
being out there and being truthful and standing on what you're actually saying. So if you're out there telling somebody that you're going to give them this type of service, you're going to do this, make sure that you're understanding what you're going to do. And again, I I know that the question is being asked to me, but I got to turn it back over to again dispatch masters. It's again,
Oh,
within the Scalamatic program, because I was able to successfully create a script, because I was able to, do my funnels, because those different things that I was able to learn, I'm able to apply them and I'm consistent. And then again, it's never ending, never changing. At the end of the day, I woke up this morning to a call saying, hey, are you available to look at me with some more freights, fleets? I'm sorry. I'm like, oh, okay.
wow. That's amazing.
Yes.
That's amazing. God bless you, Latanya, and congratulations on your success. I know earlier you hinted at TikTok. That's one of the funnels I don't want people to fall into because it's a lot of false information on TikTok. And there's a lot of people watching this right now, and they've seen an ad or like you said, a YouTube video. They haven't worked with us yet. They haven't pulled the trigger. What would you say to them if they were talking to you or if they were watching this video right now?
What I would tell them is keep in mind social media platforms. What this one here is different because Facebook is allowing us to actually talk and actually to be truthful. But keep in mind TikTok and some of these other ones, they're there for entertainment. There for entertainment is to click the buttons to like and in the comments, that's what it's about. It's not about teaching you. I have learned that it can set you up for failure because again, you got it's no possible way you're gonna take all that's being learned, even the basics of dispatching. Is no way you're gonna get that in less than 60 seconds. It is an illusion.
Yeah.
It's not the reality of the situation. So I would tell anybody, at the end of the day, don't get caught up because now you're setting yourself up for disappointment, aggravation, dissatisfaction, and now you're going to have that whole I wish I would have, could have, regret, and this doesn't work. And it's not that. It's just you just got to keep in mind that is strictly entertainment.
Mhm.
Do not be afraid to invest in yourself. That is the big thing. So when people, I found that when people look at price tags, it's like, oh my God, you're going to charge me $2,000. You're going to charge me 3,000. Well, at the end of the day, isn't that better to invest in yourself? It was a wise man who had a quote that said, and I don't know who, so I won't get in trouble, but I will say it was a quote, not something I came up with, who basically said, you know what, if you prefer to go out and make somebody else's dreams come true, go ahead. So when you put on your clothes every day to go to work, always keep in mind you're going to work to make somebody else's dream come true because you're working for somebody else that started a dream. And that person who started a dream had vested in themselves. So when you sit up there and say, hey, I'd rather go to TikTok, now you're saying I'm not going to invest in myself. I want to be entertained. That's all you're saying. So the biggest thing I would tell them is don't get caught up in something that's not a reality. And second, take the time to invest in yourself. If you want to be successful, invest in yourself and your success, whether that's time, money, invest in yourself.
Yes, I agree 1,000%. A lot of times people come to us after they fall into that wormhole of misinformation. You know, they've already invested tens or hundreds or even thousands of dollars, and they still have no action steps, no leadership, no mentorship, no management. So that's why I love it when people like you, businesses like you and your son, you guys have been a blessing to Calais and I. It's been really just so monumental seeing the transformation that you guys have had in your business just over the few days and meetings that we've had together. So I'm sorry, girl. Like I'm getting emotional. That's amazing. That's amazing. So if someone wanted to find you, Latanya, if someone needed your services, whether that's IT, software security, dispatching, fleet management, where would they find you? Where can they learn more about what you're doing? Where can they get in contact with you?
What they can go is they can go to natural. We're on Facebook. They can go to systematic dispatching. That's our page. Also, they can find us through Dispatch Masters. They can also,
Yes.
website www.systematicdispatching.com. And then also give us a call 678-866-5270. One of the good things about systematic dispatching and systematic consulting, we are here by word of mouth, and our reputation means everything. We have no problem with offering referrals. If you need to speak to someone who actually utilizes our service to see the satisfaction, you can actually speak to a live person. So we're not just talking and speaking for the fun of it. We're not TikTokers, we're not YouTubes. And to be honest with you, if it wasn't for my son, who is like my content manager, who, I wouldn't have the site because again, I do everything by truth, Again, and then also the biggest thing is I tell anybody, I'm in this game. And when I call it a game, meaning I'm in the business, I'm in this here doing this whole thing to create generational wealth. Nobody wants to be slaving and doing work 24/7. Owner operators, dispatchers, brokers, corporate America people, all of you that don't own your own. You're not in this here just for the fun of it, just to sit up so 9 to 5. You're in it to create generational wealth. And
Yes.
be honest, everybody's not going to be a rapper. Everybody's not going to be a singer. So it's like the
Yes.
truth and reality of it is you got to start to create your own generational wealth. And that's one of the things I want to do and that I'm going to strive to do. I'm going out there, I'm going to reach my target. I have already exceeded what I expected to do with you all again. 2 week time frame.
I love
2 weeks.
that.
Who would
I
have
love
thought in
that.
2 weeks, somebody coming from leadership in corporate America in 2 weeks now is doing fleet management as just a part of a long line of services that we offer.
I love that. I love that. And like you said earlier too, not everything that glitters is gold. You know, we've been through
Right.
the trenches to get to get those
Yes.
2 weeks. We've had cancellations, permit issues, drivers going to wrong addresses. We've had turnover of clients, but it's all about, like
Everything.
you said, finding the perfect client. Not
Yeah.
all money is good money. You know,
Yes.
we're working smarter, not harder for the rest of the year. We're not gonna let work stress us out. We're going to prioritize our mental health and we're going to create that generational wealth. So I love that. I love that for you and KJ. I'm so excited for him to go back to school. And I'm still here to help you guys no matter what you need. Thank you.
No, thank you all, and you all have demonstrated it. So I mean, if you know nobody believes, it's just the truth. Again, you and Khalid gives y'all give 24/7. I mean, and just as an example, just this week, again, I talk to you all almost every day, if not every other day.
Yes.
And me and Khalid together sat and did a whole, helped me revamp my whole business plan again. And then I
Yes.
always go back to what I was taught through him, which is you never ever, you're always a student. You got to keep that mentality. Any good mentor has a mentor, any good coach has a coach. So for me, and I tell anybody out there, take this away. Always be ready to reinvest in yourself. I would take the next dollar I get to reinvest that dollar back into myself. You know, again, I will always want to just invest in yourself. When you see, dispatch masters out there saying, "Hey, we got this and we're offering this service." Again, stop and think for a minute. You can sit up there and say, "No, I don't want to do it," but now you're not investing in yourself. That same money that you're going to do, you're not going to do anything but waste it. Why not use that to reinvest in yourself? The courses that they're offering are intuitive. They're hands-on. Not only do you all supply videos, you all also, one-on-one, we have class sessions, you have personal session. Believe it or not,
Homework.
I tell you, y'all are therapists.
Yeah.
I didn't cry to you all many times, like, oh my God, how was this happening? And it was because of having you all like my personal trainers to say, hey, nope, 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 pick that shoulder up, change your mindset. Let's go, let's keep going.
Yes, I
So
love that. I love that. Thank you. Thank you so much, Latanya. Yeah, and I'm here to help with whatever you may need. Congratulations on your success. Congratulations on your new service, fleet management. Girl, yes, that's a hefty price tag,
yes.
right? Yes. You are here to succeed, and we're here to help support you in any way we can. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you sharing your story. Thank you so much for being such an awesome friend and a client and a partner. And if you need anything, you can always reach out to me and Kalei. We're here to help in any way we can.
And I know y'all speak nothing but the truth. And the same here. I told me at the end of the day, my goal is ultimately we all are going to celebrate on our yacht.
Yes. Look, I'm jealous you met Shalicia. She's in the comments congratulating you. We all have to meet up. Yes, please. I can't wait. I
And
cannot wait.
let Shalisha know when we go, we're getting her, but she has to book it through her travel agency.
Yeah,
It's going to be through
Shalicia.
her travel agency.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you. Thank you so much, Latanya. Congratulations on all your growth. And I will see you in tonight's class in about 30 minutes. You are
Yes.
Cajun.
Thank,
Thank
thank
you.
you.
God bless. I'll talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye-bye.